Good Wednesday morning. Thanks so much for sticking with us here on ARC Rochester. The Erie Canal is continuing to celebrate its 200th anniversary. And throughout the month, one historic boat is embarking on a bicentennial voyage from Buffalo down to New York City.
The full-scale replica of the Seneca Chief is making several stops on the journey, giving communities the chance to learn more about its rich history.
It's really incredible. For more on this journey and where it's heading next, we're joined now by Don Ellick, the M&T Charitable Foundation Regional Manager, and Brian, the Executive Director of the Buffalo Maritime Center. Brian, forgive me. Help me out with your last name.
It's okay. My entire life it's been that way. Trejak.
Trejak.
All right. Well, thank you both so much for taking time out of your day to speak with us. We really appreciate it. First and foremost, where did this idea come from that this would be the best way to celebrate, or one of the best ways to celebrate the bicentennial?
Yeah, well, our founder of the Buffalo Maritime Center, John Montague, had this idea back in the late 90s. He knew this bicentennial was coming up, and Buffalo is a waterfront city. And on the seal, there's two boats, and one was a square rig ship, and the other was a canal boat. And we said, well, we might as well look into doing the first canal boat that opened the Erie Canal back in 1825. And years later, I'm sitting here right in the passenger section of the Erie Canal boat, Seneca Chief.
So tell us a little bit about this exact replica then. It looks beautiful from just the tiny little bit we can see behind you.
Well, first of all, the thing you should know is that this was built by over 200 volunteers over the course of 5 years. The community was so much a part of this, not only building it, but being a docent, explaining how things were happening back in 1825, all the people who came to see it. It's been a phenomenal journey. And this boat is 73 feet long. It does not have any propulsion, no motor. And we push it along with this little tugboat called the C.L. Churchill, which, if folks know, used to pull and push the Lois McClure out of Vermont. So, we're about a week in. I think we are exactly a week in, and it's been an incredible journey already.
I bet. Don, tell us about M&T's part in this, M&T's hand in this.
Sure. Good morning. We knew that the bicentennial of the Erie Canal was going to be very important to the community, and not just in New York State, but the entire country for that matter. Its impact has been felt across the entire nation. So the M&T Bank's partnership with the Buffalo Maritime Center, it reflects a shared commitment to the communities all along Erie Canal from Buffalo to New York City. And as M&T, the title program partner for the bicentennial voyage, we're helping to bring this experience to thousands of New Yorkers while honoring the canal's legacy and the role it played in our bank's very founding. M&T Bank was founded in response to the need of manufacturers and traders at the canal. And so the canal back in 1856 inspired M&T Bank to be originated. And so here we are today. We wanted to make sure that we had a very strong partnership in an organization. Buffalo Maritime Center is exactly that, to bring this to the community, as we're always looking for ways to create access to unique experiences, historically, educational, and otherwise, to the community.
This may seem like a pretty self-explanatory question, but either of you can answer it. But why is it so important, in your eyes, to have something like this make the journey, this long journey, to keep people informed of something that happened so many years ago?
I think a lot of this is looking back, but what we're doing here is we're really looking for and toward the future as well. So what is the canal going to look like in 200 years? What are we going to look like in 200 years? So when we study history, we really explore all aspects of it. So the history of the Erie Canal is more complex than we might think. It's more relevant than we might think. And I think when you get on this boat and you talk to our people and you see all of the wonderful M&T volunteers a part of this, and just a shout out to Don and his team and M&T Bank, we couldn't have done this without them. They've been incredible. But when you do that, you'll see that the community really comes together, and to see this project that is built by community is something that I think we all really need to see right now.
So people are actually allowed on the boat when it stops in their community?
Absolutely. We're bringing, I think we had over 500 people in Newark yesterday, right? We're heading towards Lyons today. Rochester was a huge place. And I went to school there in Rochester at RIT. So as a coming home for me, it was wonderful to see everybody turn out and be a part of this. So, and it's going to grow. And we're hoping that everybody can take the chance to be a part of this and see this really historic boat.
When all of this wraps up, when you finally finish in New York City, what are you going to be feeling?
I keep on joking and getting quoted as saying I'm going to be crying and all that, but it's very emotional, right? You work on something for 5 years with a whole family and the team that we have. To pull into New York is going to be really somewhat overwhelming in a good way, right? We've made the journey and we've said what we said we were going to do, and people are going to be really excited about seeing that come in to the day, 200 years to the day that Wood Clinton left the Erie Canal for the first time. So it's going to be such a fantastic feeling.
And Don, what do you hope New Yorkers, residents, our neighbors across the state who have the opportunity to go out there and see this ship and walk on it, what do you hope they take away from this?
I hope that they take away from it a sense of pride, a sense of accomplishment, that this was no small task at the time. The idea of creating this Erie Canal was considered crazy, but yet people persevered. It took place. And then culturally, the history of the canal is complicated, and as it relates to our Native American community, I think that what I'm hoping they'll walk away from is an understanding of its impact, how it's to this day continues to impact our community, and its cultural relevance to who we are and then where we're going as well.
Well,
and also just purely a good time. I mean, going on the boat, Brian, you get good tours. It's a lot of fun.
Yeah.
There's a lot of people. There's activities. It's a celebration, and it's open for everyone.
Where will the boat live once the tour is done?
So we have to go back up the Hudson once we go to New York, and it's going to overwinter in Waterford. For next year, what we're going to be doing is starting in Kingston and then heading right back up the Hudson and then back down the Erie Canal toward Buffalo, because we got to get back home, right? So what we're going to be doing, though, is we're going to be really concentrating on schools and getting students on the boat for that trip. Right now, it's about getting people just in general in the community, but the future and the future generations is what we're really concentrating on. We're planting trees along the way to commemorate this bicentennial, and that's just, we want to keep going with that theme of teaching the next generation.
So cool.
Yeah. Thank you both so much for your time today. We really appreciate it. Safe travels.
Thank you very much.
And we look forward to seeing the pictures and images from the rest of your trip.
Absolutely. Hey, stick around. We've got a lot more to come here on ARC Rochester, including when we come back. It's this morning's Spatchcock Fun.
And don't forget, take us on the go wherever you are. We're streaming live on the 13 Wham YouTube channel and on foxrochester.com. We'll be right back. It is time for this morning's Spatchcock Funk. Today they're serving up a hearty dish that is perfect for soup season.
Take a look.
Spatchcock Nation, we are here to honor one of the big legends and icons and influences in the Spatchcock Funk life. That's the great Anthony Bourdain. So we are gonna make his clam chowder today. So what we're gonna do first is we're gonna cook the clams. Now make sure you scrub them, and we're gonna basically put them into a pan with a half cup of water, about a dozen at a time, and then carefully move them with tongs onto a sheet, let them cool, but all the dripping, save that in the bottom of your cookie sheet. Got some clams going. Meanwhile, in a big old Dutch oven, we are going to take our salt pork and we're gonna heat it over medium heat until it starts rendering the fat. But to keep it from browning, after it starts getting warm, you're gonna throw in a couple tablespoons of water. Oh yeah. All this fat has rendered. There's at least a quarter inch of this beautiful pork fat in here. So we're gonna take our 2 Spanish onions that are diced up. We're gonna add them into the pot and stir it so you coat it, all of it with that pork fat. So all of the onions are coated in that fat. And then once they're coated, what we want you to do, according to the man's recipe, is season them with cracked black pepper and salt. So we're gonna add in those 2 skinned and diced Yukon potatoes, right? Add those in there, stir that around too, and then add water until the potatoes are just covered. Then you're gonna let it boil for 10 to 12 minutes till they're soft, and then we're good to go. Then we'll move on. Now we've got our clams cooling off on a cookie sheet. Once they're cool enough to touch, put them into a bowl, right? And we want to kind of catch some of that liqueur, the clam liquor out of there, the clam juice. So just set those aside so you can have a whole bowl full of it with some of the juice in there as well. So we're gonna make a slurry to kind of cream stuff out a little bit. So we have 3 tablespoons of whole milk and 2 tablespoons of flour. We're gonna put those together, whisk them, add it in to your soup, and then give that a stir all around so it's evenly throughout it. We're gonna add all of that in, and we're gonna cook it for 5 minutes just to heat the clams through. Yeah, we're at the finish line now. To add the creaminess to it, we're gonna put in 2 cups of whole milk, turn the heat off, 2 cups of whole milk, 1 cup of heavy cream. Now we're gonna stir it up a little bit, hit it with what you like about how much salt and pepper. We like a good amount of both. We're gonna turn it back up just for a little bit. Don't boil it. Then we're gonna serve. Soup's on, nah, not soup. Chowder is on, Anthony Bourdain's chowder. So to a great man, how he would also finish it is with some crushed and regular pilot crackers, and then drizzle a little clarified butter over the top. Now, here is to Mr. Bourdain. Here's to you and all our friends. Keep an eye on everybody's mental health. Take care of each other. The reason why he's a legend is he's a great cook and a great storyteller. Tell some great stories today. Keep an eye on your friends. Spatchcock Funk.
8:49 this Wednesday morning. Thanks for sticking with us. October is Breast Cancer Awareness Month, and several organizations are renewing calls for women to get screened and stay ahead of the disease.
This weekend, one event is helping local women do just that by offering free screenings to those who are uninsured. Here to tell us more about it is community outreach coordinators for the Cancer Services Program of the Finger Lakes region. We have Caitlin Newberry and Isabel Sedia. Good morning to you both. Thanks for being here.
Good morning. Thanks for having us.
You know, October is Breast Cancer Awareness Month, like we were just talking about. But really, it is so important year-round for people to go get their screenings. It might seem simple, but tell us why.
Yeah, absolutely. So it's important to get screened because, breast cancer can be caught early. And if it's caught in stage 1 or 2, it can be, you have more treatment options, more options in general. If, it's found later on, then it becomes more difficult. But those screenings have become so advanced that they can find something really early on and make it so that, they don't have to deal with so much treatment and everything else later on.
What's the message to the viewers sitting at home, watching this morning, saying to themselves, I've been kicking the can, I know I have not gone and gotten my regular mammogram, and that choice is made out of fear. From what I understand, it hurts, it can be painful, it sounds like a headache, I'm better off just not knowing,
Yeah, there's a lot of misconceptions about getting an actual mammogram. It's not super painful, it's more of a pressure that you feel, and putting it off could just lead to worse things down the road. Like Caitlin said, when they're catching it in stage 1 or 2, the survival rate is significantly higher, and you're just getting yourself out of a headache of a worry when you catch it early on.
Absolutely. And so then tell us a little bit about this event that you're holding on Saturday, free imaging. Obviously, that is going to be life-changing for so many people.
Yeah, so this Saturday, October 4th, we have one of a series of events. We do this every year. A couple of our imaging sites that we work closely with, we partner with them and we host Saturday screening days because we know that not everybody can get there during the normal work week. And so this one is at Highland Breast Imaging this Saturday, and we have appointments for people with insurance as well as people without insurance. And so that's really important because we don't want that to be a barrier as well.
And without insurance, does this come at a cost for people?
Nope. So with our program, the Cancer Services Program, what we do is anybody that lives in New York State and is age eligible, they can go through our program and we will pay for that screening for them.
So the screening happens, somebody goes, they get it done, and then what happens? Results right away? Or is it, we're gonna look at it, we'll call you back in a week?
So it depends on the site. Some of them are able to get them right away, same day now. Some just do take a little bit longer, especially on those Saturdays. Sometimes they don't always have the doctors on site. We have the mammogram techs on site, but not always the doctors to read the results and give that to the patient on site the same day.
But once they get that information, I have to imagine for a lot of these women, it's a sigh of relief, a weight off of the shoulders, because not knowing is something that you walk around, it hangs over your head every day, no?
Yeah, and even if there is something found on a mammogram, it might not be cancer. It might be something else. It might be a cyst. It might be some calcification. So it's not, if you get called back for a mammogram, don't totally freak out. It's not 100% going to be cancer. It might just be something they want to get a closer look at.
And so let's say somebody, they get the screening done and they get news that isn't great. Will they be pointed in the right direction for treatment, for doctors, for resources, that type of thing?
Yeah, absolutely. So if they have an abnormal finding and then they go back in for diagnostic and it is found to be cancer, the sites will, do patient navigation and get them into the next steps and direct them into those next steps.
And if it is a cyst or calcification or something like that, is there anything else that needs to be done, or is that just kind of like, all right, we'll keep an eye on this?
It depends on what it is and what the doctor sees specifically. Each case is going to be different.
Each case is different, but no matter what, it's something that every woman should absolutely take care of because, the work that is done, you save so many lives if you catch it early. One more time for somebody sitting at home who's wondering, okay, I guess I'll go. When, where, what do they need to know?
Yeah, so really anybody over the age of 40, any woman or anybody assigned female at birth should be getting screened starting at 40 for breast cancer regularly. Unless they have a family history or find issues, they might need to start sooner. But then if anybody doesn't have insurance or is looking for another time to go, we have a couple mobile units, but also contact the Cancer Services Program and we can get them screened for free if they don't have insurance.
Perfect.
Thank you both so much for your time and for all that you're offering for our community. All the information will go over on foxrochester.com.
8:54 this morning. Stick around. A lot more to come on Arc Rochester.
We're back after this. Much more to get to this morning on Arc Rochester as we continue into the 9 o'clock hour. Stephanie Joseph will be here breaking down some of our top political stories.
Yeah, she's over at the live desk now with a preview of what we can expect. Hey there, Steph.
Hey there, guys. In today's political pulse, the federal government officially shuts down. I speak to a professor about the healthcare demands from Democrats and what it could mean for you. That's coming up from the live desk at 6. Actually, that's coming up in our 9 o'clock hour. Arc Rochester returns right after this.
is Wednesday morning, October 1st. Thanks for staying with us on Arc Rochester. I'm Abby Fridman.
It's kind of like we're having a hoedown with that beat. No? Only me?
Well, just trying to warm up the October out there.
Oh, that was pretty sad.
Am I the only one that's going to stick to the script today? My goodness.
Honestly. I'm Dan Schrack. That's meteorologist Mark McLean back with us once again with another look at the forecast, as well as the answer to this morning's weather trivia, period.
Mark?
Is this where I talk?
This is where you talk.
Okay. Weather trivia. It's cold out there, right? Relatively speaking, in 3 months from now, this is going to be a warm morning. But, we're talking about what was the first time that Rochester dipped to 32 degrees, at least in our recorded records, and those go back to 1871. So here's a look at the trivia. We've had some frost advisories south of Rochester for tonight. What is the earliest date in the season that Rochester reached 32 degrees? And what do you say? Is it October 7th? Is it October 1st? September 25th? Or September 17th? And there's lots of guesses on this one. And they're all over the place.
A mixed
Pamela?
bag.
D. Amy has C. Barbara also. Debbie, Barbara have B. Julie went C on the Facebook responses. Julie M. went little c. I'm just messing around. Lisa has D, Cheryl, and Mary have C.
Such a nerd.
Rod and Janet both had D there.
I'm going to go with the 25th of September.
25th of September?
Yeah, I'll go the 17th.
September 17th?
Yep.
Is that because you saw it behind me when you...
No.
Oh, I'm going to go 17th, too.
Okay, he changed it. He copied Abby's homework right there in mere seconds. So this goes back to September 17th in 1959. Rochester, can you imagine that early in the season getting down to 32 degrees?
I'd be real grumpy.
Yeah.
I'll tell you that.
I mean, that's before summer even ends.
Yeah.
That's a freezing point of water in Western New York during summer.
It's 1 or 2 days before my father's birthday. I don't know. I can't remember what the actual date is. I know it's right
the
there.
19th?
Maybe it might be. I called a day late this year.
Uh-oh.
I called and said, "Happy birthday, Dad," and he's like, "Thanks. It was yesterday."
Uh-oh.
And I was like, again?
That's all right. It's the thought that counts.
It is.
Is that how it goes?
Yeah. Well, talking about frost, right? The low temperature this morning was cold enough. Rush and York both down to the mid-30s. So you look at this and you say Lake Ontario is still in the 60s, right? Mm-hmm. So Ontario stayed at 55. Brockport, closer to the lake, it's in the mid-40s. Wilket's at 45. What causes that temperature in Rush to dip down to 35 degrees? And it's this. Yes, it has a lot to do with the elevation. That sensor in Rush is at a lower elevation. Cold air is heavy. It likes to sink, so it goes down into these valleys, and that's what you get. We got down to 32 degrees, or 35 degrees in that spot because of that elevation difference. And when you look ahead, you say, oh, what about this?
Look at this.
I know.
Oh.
I know.
Walter's
ready to go. A little deceiving with the sunshine out there, right, Walter?
I mean, a little.
He's got his little bandana on, and it looks
Yep.
like it's got ducks on it.
Yep.
Very spiffy.
And we're
Yes.
gonna get an itty bitty sighting again tomorrow. Yeah. Fun little kitty. But Thursday, nope. And Friday, Saturday, you know the drill. It doesn't rain anymore around here. Maybe next week, okay?
I feel like you haven't had to do much real work in a while.
Well, the work's still here though. We still have to put together all these fantastic things like this.
Oh, okay.
Second driest September on record. What do you say?
Listen, it's impressive and sad. We needed that rain.
We do.
So this brings out an interesting conversation on social media, as does everything these days. But on Facebook, I was going back and forth with someone who said, yeah, it's been dry. I says, it's not so much about how dry it's been, it's about the timing of that. Because it's been July, August, and September, our warmest months of the year, that we dried out. So the soil dries out even faster because evaporation rates are higher, sun angles are higher, temperatures are higher than May and June. He said, we'll bring back May and June, and it's normal through that stretch.
I have a question.
Yeah.
Is this going to, and listen, I'm jumping ahead here, but is this dry spell that we're in, this drought that we're in, going to have an impact on Christmas trees?
Oh, younger trees, it's harder for them to stay, quote, hydrated. It's hard for them to get the moisture. But older trees have a a better chance of dealing with the drought. But you can see it, the browning of the needles on the outside of the trees. Sometimes younger crops have a harder time, yeah.
That sounds like a good from the ground up segment.
We'll have to check in. We'll have to check in on a tree farm here coming up. That'd be fun. That would be a lot of fun. But yeah, it's dry. It looks like that dry pattern is going to start to break up by the end of next week. But 57 now. We started the day at 47. So all pretty typical numbers for this time of the year. Nothing that should surprise you too much with that. Large high pressure has that northeast wind, and that's where all the cold air is coming from, that northeast flow. But if you like it warmer, we may get a touch of AC weather by late weekend, early next week. You got your Bills tailgate on Sunday. Lots of fall stuff this weekend, so it's looking pretty good for that. And honestly, looking pretty good for this too. Swinging the clubs today is not going to be a problem. It's just you may want the light jacket. Temps in the 50s for the morning and low 60s for this afternoon. We'll drop back to 39 tonight, maybe one of our cooler nights so far this season. Some frost south of Rochester, some frost advisories in the southern tier. And the extended forecast has temps back in the 80s as we move through time. Saturday, Sunday, low 80s. Monday, low 80s. And, this date in weather history was very interesting. We pulled some video. I'm going to show you 2019. We set 2 records on this date. This is a look back.
Wow.
Oh my gosh.
How about that? Right there.
2019.
October 1st.
Degrees. What day of the week was it?
Oh, I don't remember that part of it. But, this also ended with a record rain amount at the end of the day. So usually extremes in weather always end with interesting weather. Interesting weather for us means storms. But towards the end of the day, the rain came in and we went from the high temperature of 88 officially and then dropped 1.99 inches of rain at the end of the day. So 2 inches of rain fell as we moved into the 2nd of October. Quite a change there.
That's impressive.
Yep.
I love that we have this catalog of video too. It's so cool to be able to just pull this up.
Yeah, one of the first things I do when I come in, I take a look at the records for each day, and is it within the memory of people? And yeah, that may be in the memory of some, for the rain, or it's only 6 years ago. But usually you get beyond 15, 20 years, and unless it's like an ice storm or a super snowstorm, it just slips away. Yeah.
Either way, I mean, beautiful weather for the most part. Some people, you think about when it gets to be this temperature in like May.
Yeah.
And it's like shorts all around, and now we're like, oh, bring out the jacket.
Oh yeah, this weather right here in the middle of April is like a party. For sure.
Is.
For sure.
Speaking of which, I feel we really need to celebrate this 82 that's coming our way on Friday.
Oh, 82 on Monday too.
Oh, that's right.
Monday.
Oh, no, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel we got to do something.
What would you like to do?
Listen, I'm always down for a parking lot party.
Yeah. We've never actually had one.
No, we've never been able to pull it off.
Do a fall party at the end of the arc on Monday.
Yeah.
Ashley?
What say you, Ashley?
She's not watching the show.
Oh, she's busy.
She's busy right now. Not watching the show.
Okay, that's all right.
Fair.
It's all good.
All right. Hey, stick around. A lot more to come here on ARC Rochester, including when we come back, we are hitting the books and getting some tips on how to prepare for the PSAT.
Yeah, don't forget, take us on the go wherever you are. We're streaming live on the 13 Wham YouTube channel and foxrochester.com. We'll be right back.
Students have only been back in school for a few weeks, but it's already time to start preparing for the PSAT.
Yeah, the test not only prepares high schoolers for the SAT, but it also connects students to colleges earlier to help them plan for the next steps.
For more on the PSATs and what students need to know, we are joined now by the Senior Vice President of College Readiness Assessments at the College Board, Priscilla Rodriguez. Thank you so much for waking up with us and speaking with us. We appreciate it.
Thanks. Good morning.
Good morning to you. I want to dive right in and start with why students should take the PSATs.
We are talking at such an important time of the year for students. As you mentioned, millions of students, 10th and 11th graders, excuse me, are going to be taking a test called the PSAT NMSQT throughout the month of October. As a long name for one test, it stands for Preliminary SAT National Merit Scholarship Qualifying Test. And what I really want to do is encourage students and families to think about it not just as a test, but really as an opportunity. It comes in the middle of high school, 10th or 11th grade, and it gives students and the adults around them a great sense for where they are in their foundational reading, writing, and math skills while they still have a few more years left in high school. It serves as great practice for the SAT. It can help identify students who would do well in AP or advanced placement classes, the ones that can get you college credit while you're still in high school. And it connects students to $300 million in scholarships every year, including through our partners at National Merit, the big National Merit Scholarship and Recognition Program.
Priscilla, we're hearing more and more from colleges that they really don't look at the SAT scores. You know, we really just look at the overall transcript. Are you seeing that a lot, or are you still thinking, no, the PSAT, the SAT, ACT, all of that is extremely important for college apps?
What we hear, so we're at College Board, we're a mission and member-driven nonprofit. So colleges and universities are our members. And what they're telling us is that even if they are test optional, right, which is a policy that a lot of colleges and universities put in place during the pandemic, which means a student can put an SAT or ACT score on their application or not. It's their choice. Even if they're test optional, they really do value getting that score. It's a standardized measure that's available to students around the country and around the world that really gives colleges an ability to understand what a student has learned in those important areas of reading, writing, and math, when high school transcripts can have so much variability. Grading policies, what classes are offered, what gets you extra GPA points, et cetera. So our encouragement, it's really what we hear from colleges and universities, is that students should take a college entrance exam, SAT or ACT, and see how they do and make a decision about if they think it's going to serve them well to put it on their college application or not. But if you don't send it to colleges, they're not going to get your score. It really is an option and an opportunity that students can use.
Priscilla, for somebody sitting at home saying to themselves, okay, I graduated high school eons ago. I don't remember taking the SATs or PSATs. I can't think back that far. What does it look like? What does the test look like? You mentioned reading, writing, and arithmetic, but how is it laid out? How long is it? When does it happen?
Yeah, great questions. A lot has changed since us adults took it. So happy to spend just a little bit of time on that. So the first thing that adults should know, their students generally do, is that about 2 years ago, we transitioned the PSATs and SATs to digital tests. So no more paper booklets and those little bubble sheets. Students were actually telling us those things were freaking them out. Taking tests digitally feels a lot more natural to them. So students take it on a laptop or a tablet. They still do it in a classroom, not at home, with an adult proctor there to just keep an eye on everything and make sure it's going smoothly. But it is digital. Because it's digital, we were able to make it shorter. So the test is about 2 hours long now, and not the 3+ it used to be for all of us. It still does cover reading, writing, and math. And it tests the skills that research shows are the skills that predict success in college and success in career. That's ultimately what this is all about. And students take the PSATs throughout the month of October. SATs are available generally year-round. And a lot has changed, but it really is that kind of foundational assessment of students' core reading, writing, and math skills that high schools rely on to get a good sense for where students are, and colleges rely on to make sense of students coming from, all over the country with different backgrounds and different educational opportunities.
Would you encourage, if there's a parent sitting at home who says, listen, I know college might not be right for my child or one of my kids, or that student is at home saying college is not something that I think I would excel in, would you still encourage that student to take these tests?
Absolutely. I think for a student in high school, you want to keep as many options open as you possibly can. So my encouragement to students, families, educators is don't limit yourself, don't limit anything so early in your life as you're figuring out what you want to do. These tests, again, are opportunities to show what you've learned. Also can help you understand where to focus and build your skills and take them one more time. They can open doors to colleges that you may not think you're capable of, but based on how you do, you really may be. And it can connect you to the scholarships that make going to college possible for so many families around the country.
Priscilla Rodriguez, thank you so much for your time today and for the insight. We really appreciate it. For somebody who is looking for a good study guide or a good way to get ready for the PSAT, what's the best way they can do that?
Yeah, we really want students to walk in calm and confident, knowing what to expect. There should not be surprises or mystery. So the best thing students can do is download the app they're going to take the test on anyways. It's called Blue Book. It's free for students and families to download. Download that in advance. We have multiple full-length practice tests there. The tests are made by us. No one knows the SAT and PSATs better. So this is great practice to get comfortable with the app you're going to use, what the questions look like, and start working on time management. And then for students who want to then kind of drill down in specific skill areas, geometry, for example, one that always got me in high school, they can go over to our partner at Khan Academy, leading nonprofit for online teaching and learning for students. Just about every high schooler knows them. They do our skill-focused and skill-based learning and teaching. So students can focus in a few areas, come back over to a practice test and see how they've already improved.
Terrific. Priscilla Rodriguez, thank you so much for your time this morning. Really appreciate it.
Thank you.
When ARC Rochester returns, Steph will be here breaking down some of the top political headlines.
Political Pulse coming your way next.
political pulse check on our Rochester. The federal government shut down overnight. Democrats and Republicans were unable to reach an agreement on a spending plan. The measure failed 55 to 45, with Republicans falling short of the Democratic support needed in the Senate. Health care is at the center of the impasse. Democrats want Obamacare subsidies to be extended and for cuts on Medicaid to be brought back. The issue is hitting close to home. Healthcare advocates rallied at the Liberty poll yesterday ahead of the shutdown, calling for the preservation of those subsidies. The vice president of the local 1199 SEIU union says 220,000 people could lose their health care across the state.
If you think people don't like it now, there's going to be a crescendo as through the beginning of October, the vast majority of Americans get those bills. And they're going to say, what the heck are we going to do? We need health care, but we can't afford it.
And for those who can hold on, it will be such a financial burden for them that they're going to have to make a decision on whether they pay for health insurance or do they pay for food or rent. And no one should have to be placed in that type of a situation.
But Republicans say health care can be discussed later. They believe the priority should be keeping the government open right now.
There's plenty of time to debate these policy issues and extraneous matters, but you have to have the government open first. It's the first most important responsibility of Congress to keep the government operating for the people, and the Democrats have decided not to do that.
Both sides continue to blame each other for the shutdown. For more context on health care, I'm joined by Dr. Duncan Ryan-Mann, professor of economics at SUNY Empire State. Good morning to you.
Good morning, Stephanie.
So the first thing I want to start off with is that time factor in this. Republicans are saying that we can discuss this later. Is there really time to extend the subsidies right now? They're expected to expire by the end of the year.
Yeah, it's even shorter than that. Most people purchase their health insurance, that people that go through the exchanges purchase their health insurance in November or December. It starts up in January, but the purchases are made typically before the start of the new year. So time is, we don't have any time. I mean, people are already starting to purchase insurance. They're already seeing some of the impacts of the expiration of the subsidies in what they're going to have to pay for insurance.
And I want to talk a little bit more about that. We're hearing that premiums, for example, could skyrocket. Any idea about what that exactly looks like?
Yeah, it's certainly going to vary by individual, by income, by family size, and by type of policy that people purchase. But the range is going to be huge. So it could range from $100 a month to many hundred, maybe even $1,000 a month that some people could pay in extra health insurance costs with the expiration of these subsidies. On average, it's estimated that the subsidies the expiration of the subsidies will result in people paying between $200 and $300 more per month for health insurance. That's $3,000 to $4,000 a year more for basic health insurance, and that's going to result in some people just not being able to afford it. So one of the effects here is we'll have more uninsured people that both in New York State and across the country.
Yeah, and I'm also wondering when it comes to alternatives, for example, if the state is able to pick up any slack, or we know that a big source, a primary source of people getting their health insurance is their employer. Is there any slack that can be picked up in any of these areas?
Not likely. I mean, the New York State budget is already stretched. We're talking about impact of billions of dollars here if the state was to step in and try to replace some or all of these subsidies. So I unless we had huge significant increases in New York State taxes, I don't think there's any feasibility of covering the cost of these subsidies that are no longer going to exist. And it's not just people that purchase through the exchanges that are going to be impacted. This is going to impact employers also who provide health insurance through their to their employees, because one of the effects of this change is that there'll be more people who are sicker who are trying to get insurance. In other words, people who are the sickest are the ones who are most likely to need and be able to pay, and not to be able to, but are the most likely to be forced to purchase insurance because they know they're going to have high costs. In insurance and economic jargon, this is referred to as adverse selection. So we're going to get more people who are sicker who are buying insurance. That means that the cost to health insurers, not just through the exchanges, but everywhere, are going to rise, and that's going to result in health insurance premiums increase.
And I'm also wondering, really quickly, just returning to that element of a timeline. We know that there are votes that are expected to happen today on the spending plan, but how long could this be drawn out in terms of needing to finalize a plan for anyone who's planning to shop for insurance in the next month or so?
Yeah, I mean, I'm not a political scientist and really can't comment on the likelihood of a solution to this government shutdown and a resolution of the funding issues for the Affordable Care Act marketplaces or Medicaid. But and as I said earlier, these are the effects are going to be felt nearly immediately in terms of the prices that people are going to see when they go to the marketplace and what their insurance is going to cost if they purchase that insurance through the marketplace.
And I do want to touch on this aspect of Medicaid, for example. That is another topic here that Democrats are raising. They want to be able to reverse some of the cuts that were done to that, we know, from the One Big Beautiful Bill. So how do you see that sort of playing out here in terms of, is it possible to restore all of those cuts that had been enacted from that bill?
Okay, I'll separate out the cuts in the Affordable Care Act marketplace is one thing, and those cuts are going into effect now. The Medicaid cuts, on the other hand, the Republicans sort of strategically designed those changes so they don't go into effect until January of 2027. So over a year and 3 or 4 months. Until those changes go into effect. Strategically, that's after the midterm elections. So we won't really see the impact of those Medicaid cuts until after the 2027 election. I'm sorry, after the 2026 election. Yeah. But assuming that, or if Congress were to change hands, those cuts could be reinstated, and the subsidies through the ACA could be reinstated. But barring some change in the structure of Congress, I don't anticipate that those cuts, the Medicaid cuts or the ACA subsidies, are going to change.
And really quickly, we have about 15 seconds here. Is there anything else that you wanted to add or point out about what's going on here as it relates to healthcare and the shutdown?
Yeah, this is a really big piece. There are over 24 million people who purchase health insurance through the exchanges. And data shows that over 90% of those people get subsidies. So this is going to impact more than 20 million people across the country, and a good number of them in New York State. And as I said, unfortunately, the result is going to be that a lot of those people are not going to be able to purchase insurance because it's just going to be too high, and that's going to impact all of us as people end up without insurance. They defer their health care to the emergency room, and that's not good for the health system or for any of us, really.
Yeah. And obviously, this shutdown is something that we'll keep an eye on here. Professor, I want to thank you so much for joining me this morning.
Thank you, Stephanie.
And be sure to stay with ARC Rochester for your top political headlines. We're back after this.
9:33 this Wednesday morning. Thanks so much for sticking with us here on ARC Rochester. So this weekend, the sights and sounds of Italy are coming to the Rochester Public Market, celebrating the Italian Heritage Festival.
Music, dancing, delicious food, plus hands-on activities for the whole family. For more on the festival, we're joined by members of Cugini di Rock, Kathy Castagna, and Jordan Bagley. Good morning to you both. Thank you for being here.
Good morning.
Thank you for having us.
You guys must be getting excited, yes?
Oh my gosh.
I love that reaction. That's amazing. We listed it all out. Music, dancing. Of course, there's going to be food. Tell us a little bit. Give us the overview of what people can expect.
Well, first of all, I just want to say it is such a joy, really, to be celebrating our culture in this way, right? To highlight our heritage, which is a varied culture, but there's so many of us in Rochester that we just get to share this and have something for future generations. That's really been important to us. And we've been partnering with the city and the public market since 2022, when the city declared Italian Heritage Day to be the first Sunday of October. So this year we have some extra special kinds of things happening that the committee has put together, particularly around young people. So maybe Jordan would share some of that.
In order to engage with some younger generations, this year we'll have a photo booth, we'll have karaoke this year. And I'm excited, we'll have these little passports for participants as they go to each booth at the public market. They'll be able to get a little passport stamp to show off all the activities they've done. And then we'll also have an amazing chalk artist from Zachary Malcavera. You saw the photo. He'll be decorating the market with some artwork, which is pretty cool.
And face painting.
And we'll have face painting,
too.
arts, crafts, a lot of things.
It sounds like something for everyone. If we can veer a little bit just for a moment, because we gotta talk about the food.
That's what everybody says, and I love it because this is something we're really proud of.
Well, and food. there's a lot to be proud of.
Exactly.
So what can we expect food-wise?
So we have some returning vendors, and we have a whole slew of new vendors as well. So we have Al Dente, which does amazing pasta and other specialty Italian dishes. We also have Tuscan Tony's pizza, wood-fired pizza. It's very good. We have Lucia's ice cream, which will also have lemon ice, which is a favorite of all Italians. Filomena from the market and Giordano's from the market are also joining us this year for the first time. We have kettle corn, we have fried dough. We also have this new Italian group, La Coca, who is going to be selling special chocolates in our cafe, along with espresso. We have a cafe that we put up, and that cafe will have espresso, chocolates, cookies, and all of that. We have cannolis, of course, and tiramisu. So I think we've covered a good part.
Yeah, I would say so.
Our specialties, yeah.
Very good. And, why is it so important to celebrate Italian heritage?
Great question. We've come here to this nation, decades ago, and we've contributed so much. It was one of the largest immigrant populations. And we have had a mixed history in terms of how people have thought about us. And for us, it feels so rich that we want to share it because it is such an amazing culture. I lived in Sicily and go back all the time to my grandparents' villages. One of our booths this year, which Jordan could say more about, is our sister city. We have a sister city in Sicily. It's called Caltanissetta. And Elisabetta Demanda from the RIT Italian Language and History program will be talking about that sister city project. Why it's, we need that connection to Italy to remember also, and the memory of who we are. So there's a speaker series that'll have a lot to do with that, being Italian.
This year we'll have a new speaker series. So we'll have a multi-generational panel discussion about what it means to be Italian. We'll have the history of Italians in Rochester, as well as an oral history project. They'll be sharing their mission in archiving the personal stories of the local Italian American community, as well as ways to learn how to obtain dual citizenship status with our Italian consulate. So
Wow.
Lot to look
Terrific.
forward to.
Literally, there is something for everyone.
Everybody.
For somebody sitting at home, they don't want to miss it. When, where? We know it's at the public market. That fills in the where. What are the times? And do we need to register? Do we have to buy tickets? Do we just show
tickets.
up?
It's all free. It's our hospitality. That's what Italians do. We open our doors, and that's what this is. We will be there ready to receive and have fun. It's 11 a.m. to 4 p.m. There's special things going on throughout the day. So in the program, it'll show, for example, at the cafe at 1:30, we will be honoring 2 Italian Americans from Rochester, Midge Costanza and Chuck Mangione, who people are very familiar with, and the families will be there, and we'll have a celebration of those 2 Italian Americans this year. So that is one thing, and then the speaker series going on all day, and of course, I can't stop there, the music. So we have a main stage where there's going to be popular and classical Italian music by Mike Sidoti, but then we have a whole lineup of opera as well with Mark Daniels and a whole Rachel McGill, Nick Novoland, Jessica Best, and then the Rock City Singers are going to be there. So it's going to be something.
Are you out of breath yet?
I am. I mean, but we've lived and breathed this, right, Jordan? For the past year, this committee is amazing. This wouldn't happen without all our co-sponsors with financial donations, our amazing group of people who work really hard.
Well, it's going to be an absolute blast, and if you missed any of it, we'll make sure all of the information you need is on our website, foxrochester.com, after the show. Thank you both so much.
Thank you.
Much more to get to this morning, including when we come back, another check of the forecast with meteorologist Mark McLean.
And don't forget, you can take us on the go wherever you are. Arc Rochester is streaming live right now on the 13 Wham YouTube channel and foxrochester.com. Stick around, we're back after this.
Welcome back. It is time for a check of the forecast. Meteorologist Mark McLean joining us now. And what are we talking about, Mark?
Picture time.
Beautiful.
We haven't done any picture time in a long time, right?
Picture time?
Yeah, let's check it out. I know it's tough when you're on the early morning hours, but Richard Miller caught this one. This was the Northern Lights last night. How about that?
Oh, wow.
Eagle
That's
Bay.
beautiful.
Right? I mean, it's tough with the naked eye to go outside and see something like this unless you're in an area that's very dark and away from artificial light. So a lot of times, you'll take your iPhone, your Android out, and the sensor on that is much more sensitive and can pick out some of these colors. So, if we are on the air and we say, hey, there's a chance to see Aurora Borealis, Northern Lights, step outside tonight. If you don't see it with your eye, sometimes just take out your phone and just point it to the north and get away from tall trees and that kind of thing. And that's the kind of thing you can see. Hey, chime in, share your weather photos. We also like to see your pet photos, your dogs, your cats. We have a Muddy Paws forecast that we run each and every day. We love to see photos of the pups when you can share them in. And hey, look at this.
This is cool.
What does that even mean for winter?
Yeah, I don't know.
You posted this on social media and
Yep.
asked. I'm wondering if you got an answer.
I got the answer that this is a poisonous caterpillar that turns into a moth.
So you probably should take it out of the house and take it away from the kids?
Not great, okay? It's not like the woolly bear caterpillar that, the old lore is, the black spots on the caterpillar are harsh periods of winter, the brown spots are mild parts of winter. This is completely unrelated. Somebody posted on there, though, that because it's all white, it's going to be a snowstorm every day in winter.
Okay, no, you need to unfriend that person.
I know. I just thought it was interesting. Speaking of winter-like things, a frost advisory in the southern tier later tonight, especially some of the valleys. We're going to drop down into the low 30s, possibly mid-30s for some of those spots, and even a few freeze warnings off to the east. But the greater Rochester area not included in that frost advisory, at least yet. And one thing that will actually help us with is the sneeze cast. Dr. Hartel's office. You're going to see that ragweed count come down. It's already down, much lower than it was earlier this season. But if we get a nice frost or a freeze here in the coming weeks, that takes care of the allergy season for us. Lots of sunshine. Hopefully you're not allergic to that. 57. It's a cool day on the way with high pressure right overhead.
You are photosensitive.
Forecast-wise, feel like a little bit more like mid to late October. We'll drop back to near 40 overnight, 30 south, and the 7-day forecast for us. No rain in sight. We're looking for some rain and weather. We've got temps in the 80s. This is going to be, enjoy this weekend because, we're to a point in the season where that there's no guarantees anymore. So get out there, enjoy this weekend. Hopefully you've got some plans. Our kiddo is going to have a birthday party this weekend. Historically, when we plan the party, he always gets sunshine and well above normal temperatures.
Looks like
I mean, it's
we're
perfect.
good for him.
What's the big gift this year?
The
what
big
do we want?
The big gift?
Yeah.
You think Mark did any help with the buying of the birthday presents?
Not at all.
Yeah.
Not at all. Do you know your kids' names?
I know when the party is.
Not the time, just with the day.
Yeah.
I'll see the debit in the bank account.
Yeah. Hey, when Arc Rochester returns, we're taking a look at some of the stories that have people talking this Wednesday.
We're back after this.
Okay, it's time to see what's trending now, and we are starting with a winner being crowned for this year's Fat Bear Contest.
I love it. Weighing in at an estimated 1,200 pounds, Chunk the brown bear swept the competition, taking home first place.
So this is Chunk's
That's not
That's
him.
not Chunk.
Her.
Her.
Is Chunk a
Chunk is a
male
girl.
or female?
Chunk is a
Okay.
girl. Yeah.
Yes.
This is Chunk's first win after coming in second place for the last 3 years.
You know what they say.
Yeah.
Don't give up.
If at first you don't succeed,
Yep.
keep eating.
What's even more surprising, though, is that Chunk won with a broken jaw. Girl, me too.
That's so. You guys have so much.
Say it. Say it again.
No,
Say it louder, Dan.
I can't. I just realized what I was gonna say.
Finish that thought.
The annual competition allows viewers to follow 12 bears in Alaska's national park on live cams, casting votes in a bracket-style elimination tournament.
That was so mean.
I didn't mean it.
Crying right now. All right. According to a contest organizer, Chunk defied the odds, remaining one of the biggest, baddest bears despite the broken jaw.
I loved how there was a disclaimer when this story first came out in the beginning that we don't actually weigh the bears because we don't get that close
It's too
to them.
dangerous.
Yes,
Too dangerous.
Come on over. Step on the scale for me.
Don't like what you see? It's all right.
Yeah.
So good.
All right, let's move along now to a UK man sharing a humiliating situation that happened to him while at the airport.
The man took to X to share that his Samsung Galaxy Smart Ring got stuck on his finger, preventing him from boarding his flight.
So according to the Post, he said he was traveling back to the UK from Hawaii when the gadget's lithium-ion battery swelled and painfully trapped his finger.
Ouch. The man sent several messages to Samsung for help, wondering if there was any way that he could actually get it off.
He said that although he explained the situation to TSA, he was denied boarding and forced to pay for a hotel until he could get the ring off and then book another flight.
I guess Hawaii is not the worst place to be.
Yeah.
But you still have to pay for it. And he eventually ended up going to the hospital to get that ring removed. He declared he would be wearing another smart ring again, and he still does not know what caused the ring to swell.
Wow. A few days after his initial post went viral, the man posted an update saying that Samsung reached out and paid for his hotel stay. Good PR.
Yeah. Crazy, though. Ouch.
Yeah.
That would hurt.
Listen, if I couldn't get it, that'd be my first stop. I'm going to the hospital. I'm letting them just cut it off of me. I don't care about saving the thing.
Yeah. You know what's very surprising to me? And maybe I'm just uneducated on it, but I'm surprised that there aren't like medical centers in airports. Unless he did, maybe there was.
You know, that's interesting.
Because, I mean, if you went to TSA and said, hey, this is stuck, I can't get it off, I'm panicking, and they were like, oh, we have the airport emergency center over here. Not in the center, but like the equivalent of like an urgent care.
Yeah.
I feel like that could help a lot of people.
Yeah.
You know?
Or, I don't know, if the maintenance guy had a booth set up, you could just walk over and say, can you get the lock cutters out?
Yeah.
And take this off.
If only.
Just make sure you explain you don't want the finger taken off, you want the ring taken off.
Thank you. Yeah, I'm sure the clarification would be
Necessary.
important.
Yeah. Hey, let's move along to a cruise ship situation that has people debating about a very odd habit.
A traveler on a Royal Caribbean cruise ship posted to Reddit he noticed multiple women were stashing their possessions, or their passes, that is, in their bras.
He said he was extremely disgusted and asked people to weigh in on whether they see this as a gross or practical habit or simply inevitable.
The thoughts were divided. Many people said it is so beyond wrong to use their bra as a pocket, citing sweat as a key issue.
Others say it's the best place for women to store some things, claiming they will never forget that it's there and they aren't at risk of people stealing it from them.
Others say, unfortunately, for some women, they need to use their bras as pockets because women's clothing often lacks usable pockets.
Men mostly commented, which is probably not going to be good for us, saying they don't care as long as you're not pulling something out in public for everyone to see.
How about if you don't have boobs,
you don't get
an opinion?
Yeah.
Sorry.
No, I think that's fair. I think that's, listen, my mother used to do it. I know many people got a $20 bill there. Like, just in case. I'm leaving the house, don't need a purse.
Yeah.
Who cares?
Who cares? Yeah. How about?
How about?
It sounds like you're scared.
Yeah. How about mind your business?
There we go.
I feel like this guy should not be posting this question.
Or post it on like Facebook or something where we can talk to you one-on-one instead of just on Reddit. Where
I'm willing to bet he doesn't have a profile picture either.
Probably not.
No, probably a picture of a cat or something. Stick around. When Ark Rochester returns, it's this morning's Final Thoughts.
We're back after this. Final thoughts of the morning on Ark Rochester.
Happy birthday, Ashley!
Happy birthday!
Come out here. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you.
Come on out here.
Happy birthday, dear Ashley. Happy birthday to you.
Producer Ashley, celebrating 23 years old today.
Is that how old?
Yeah.
No, she's 25 today.
25.
Yay!
I'm just pulling numbers out of the air.
Listen, take 23 while you still can, okay?
Seriously.
There's going to be a point in time where you can't.
Well, Ashley, we're happy to have you, and
Yes.
We appreciate all that you do for us.
Very much so. And we got extra nuts on these just for you.
No.
That does it for us here on Ark Rochester. Make sure to, she's allergic to nuts, just FYI. Make sure you wake up with us again tomorrow morning starting at 4:57 on
13 WHAM ABC. Since I'm a 1,200-pound bear, I'm just going to go ahead and eat all of these. Steph and Mark will be here later today for 13 WHAM News at midday.
Goodbye.